Instructional User Guide. Whether you select the option to start, continue, or review your course, you will be taken to the table of contents page listing course chapters. Each chapter typically has a course element that must be completed, such as a minimum study time and a chapter quiz element. You can easily navigate directly from one chapter to the next without returning to the table of contents page. Within a chapter, you will see navigation controls at the top, which are also located at the bottom of the page. These controls enable you to progress to the next chapter, as well as return to a previous chapter if need be. This is another example of the navigation controls showing the option to return to Chapter 1, or to proceed to the next chapter. If there is a chapter quiz element, the right arrow will take you to it. There is no need to return to the table of contents page unless you need to check the status of all chapters of your course. Within each chapter, it will display the time spent on it. A chapter also displays its minimum reading time course element requirement. As mentioned earlier, one of the course elements for a chapter is the chapter practice quiz, which most chapters have. The score of a chapter quiz does not prevent you from proceeding to the next chapter, but if a chapter quiz is not completed as shown in the image, you will not be able to get or submit your course completion record. After selecting an answer to a chapter quiz question, select the Next button. Each chapter quiz lists all quiz questions for that chapter and identifies which question was answered. In this example, the student is on the second question of the chapter quiz. The first question was completed. After responding to all questions in the chapter quiz, the Submit button will display. Click it to submit your answers. Also note that you may change an answer to a question before clicking Submit by clicking on the question itself listed. After submitting your answers for a chapter quiz, you will see your score, as well as the correct answers to each quiz question. You will also see navigation controls to proceed to the next chapter without having to go to the table of contents page. After completing all course elements for each chapter, such as all minimum reading time and chapter practice quiz requirements, you then take the final exam to test your knowledge of the course training material. The final exam button will be displayed at the bottom of the table of contents page. The final exam may have a pass-fail score requirement depending on the state requirement for the course. If it does, no problem, our system will allow you to take the final exam as many times as you need to until you pass. But rest assured that the chapter practice quizzes will have well prepared you for the final exam. Ensure all course elements were completed. If you have not completed all course elements for all chapters, you will not be able to receive or submit your course completion record. The best way to ensure you have done so is to return to the table of contents page for the course and ensure all checkboxes for each chapter has a checkmark in it. If a checkbox is not checked, it means that you have not completed that particular course element for that chapter and must do so. In this table of contents page example, the boxes with checkmarks show all course elements completed for Chapter 5. The unchecked box course elements show that Chapter 6 has not been completed. And Chapter 7 not yet completed either. If you have any questions or require assistance, please visit our Contact Us page. We are available 7 days a week to assist you with our exceptional level of customer service, and are always happy to do so.